going on, everyone? Meteorologist Hunter Ward coming to you. A little bit of a concerning situation here, honestly. We have a upper level low that's really interacting already with this, Hurricane Helene that's, still miles and miles away, and from that we've got a difficult situation that's going to unfold in western North Carolina. Unfortunately, I'm very concerned about places along the Blue Ridge Escarpment and many locations that are closer to rivers, places like Caruso who have seen that flooding. There's some deep scars in those communities. And so I think this is going to be one of those events that does create more scars in some locations. And we as a community are going to have to band together after the fact, come together, put ourselves back together, and recoup. So go ahead and turn around to my screen. I just wanted to give you guys a word of caution. I'm really concerned with this system and how it's going to unfold. But I think All In Dumpsters, Patrick, he is a great guy. He handles all my dumpsters in the construction industry. Looking around the area, got the Maggie Valley Better Homes and Garden Realty camera out in Maggie Valley. We've got a few problems with the downtown Asheville camera. We'll work to get that one up. Here is the downtown Canton camera as well. Better Homes and Garden Realty on their office there as well. And then we've got the bannerelk.com live camera. It went to dark mode, but that's up in Banner Elk. A couple of neat cameras that we've got and added since any last flooding. The Beer City tubing camera here, already showing that rainfall. This is on the French Broad River in Arden, and so you can see as the evening progresses, this water is going to creep up. We've got a time-lapse feature as well here where you can watch that. Just pick any day that you want. Here you go. You can just watch as the day progresses. So neat feature there. Riverview Farm and Garden, I'm not sure what happened to this one. We just had it up on our other live stream camera, but this camera is going to be pretty active as well as the Pigeon River begins to rise right in Canton. So this, you'll be able to tune into that one. There shouldn't be a problem with that. But Marthaler Jeweler camera out here in Arden, their Fletcher area, and just the Affairs of the Hearts. All these cameras, they'll all be active. You can watch them as the evening progresses and into tomorrow. Wind gust, may see a few of them blown down. We may not have a network after a while, but yep. So here is what the models are showing. So I've got the most recent. Actually, we may have a new European model coming out right now. So wow, this one is kind of went with the higher totals and was showing around 6 to 7 inches, but now is showing more of the 8 to 9 inch rainfall. This is through 5 p.m. on Thursday, so still another swath of rain as this is pushing out here. So this is the most recent European model that is coming out. We'll bounce over to the NAM 3KM. This was the 18Z model that just came out a little while ago. We'll have another run here in a couple hours. Concerning amount of precipitation. This is your total precipitation right here. You can see this is through the event and showing around 10 inches of rainfall for the Asheville area. Henderson County, even more, 12, 13 inches of rain. Just a nasty situation. I think it's going to really create some issues for Buncombe County, Henderson County, Haywood County, Transylvania County, Jackson County. Pretty much all of the surrounding areas of Buncombe County really just look to get hammered by this system. Not just by rainfall though, it's the winds as well. This low, the Helene or the remnants of it, it's still going to be considered a tropical storm when it comes over. It could even be considered a hurricane, which is just mind-boggling to me. But, that could be the case if what this model shows comes to fruition. It's showing wind gust 70 and 80 miles per hour in the morning, 7 to 10 p.m. around Buncombe County, Haywood County, even Madison County, seeing that, where you guys won't necessarily get as significant of rainfall, 6 to 7 inches compared to, the 10 inches that we're expecting around Buncombe County as that downsloping occurs. But the winds, everybody getting in on the winds. You can see Andrews, Murphy down here, Clay County, Franklin, Macon County, Bryson City. We've got locations in Swain County. All of these are seeing those really high wind gusts Friday, 7 to 8 a.m. It'd be best to be in your safe spot. Just kind of stay at home on Friday morning and just let this storm pass. They've been calling school off, which is great, which is really what we like to see. And, from that, kids, there's no reason for anybody to be out. Work, I think people should understand, as well, that getting your workers on the road. I think just hang tight as the storm moves. It's going to be gone by late afternoon, early morning. So here's the precipitation. This is just your NAM 3KM simulated radar. Had those storms earlier. Now we just continue to see rainfall. Already seen reports of 2 to 3 inches around the West Asheville area. Rain is just going to continue. Already had almost 2 inches here at my home north of Asheville in the more Leicester area. So this rain really continues, and then watch Friday as that kind of eye just hammers us. We get right front quadranted, which is like the punch of the storm. It's going to just kind of give us a right hook up into western North Carolina. It's very dangerous. I'm very concerned in we've already seen Chris reporting flooding in Woolsey Dip, if I didn't say that correctly, on Merriman Avenue. No surprise there. These dips are going to continue to be flooded as the night progresses, as we push into tomorrow. And we've seen reports on the Asheville WX weather community on Facebook of flooding already occurring, as well as Chris is reporting here. So we're really in a tough spot here. I don't know how else to lay it out other than places are going to flood, and things are going to be different on Friday afternoon than they are right now. So please be mindful of that, folks. Move to higher ground. Don't take that chance of the water getting to your house. Once it gets out of the banks, this rain's not going to stop for the next 36 hours. It's not likely to go back in and recede. It's just going to continue to get closer and closer as more rain falls. And I know that that's a stressful situation, but it's more stressful when someone has to come rescue you. And so please understand that the time to go is when the water is breaking out of the banks, when it's 20 to 30 feet from your house. Go ahead and make your preparations, put things up as high as you can get them up, and then move out of the area, move to higher ground, because we all know where higher ground is. We all have people that we can call on that we know their locations aren't going to flood. We live in the mountains, and this water runs down. It's not like we're at the beach where we're going to have storm surge and things. There's going to be locations where things are dry. The water's just running away from there. But these lower lying areas where things typically funnel to, this water is just going to take a little time to get out of here. I just think that we're going to have a mess on our hands, as we move into the morning Friday, and then we're going to get whipping winds that, all this loosened soil in these trees. We're going to see toppling of trees. The leaves, I think they're pretty much gone for, and we'll see how things turn out Friday afternoon. I hope that we're looking back and we're like, gosh, the models missed this. This was just an overbearingness on their part. They were just really focused on that southwest flow, and it didn't come to fruition. But as it stands now, these models are not backing down from this precipitation. You've got to take this seriously. You've really got to understand what is at stake when you live close to these, the Swannanoa River, the Pigeon River, the French Broad River, everything, and Cindy makes a good point about downspouts and things, but I really want to, we've seen significant flooding in places before, and those rivers rising, and that's what takes people's houses, not necessarily downspout drains overflowing. It's those rivers and streams that get an extraordinarily amount of water flowing down them. They're used to, a trickle, and we dump 10 inches of rain, and they just swell significantly into homes that aren't even in what are considered floodplains. Probably people don't have flood insurance, so that's why we've got to band together as a community. I think hopefully we're coming out on Friday saying, gosh, we don't have as many problems as what were anticipated. But, from my experience, this is one of the stronger, if not the strongest storm I've ever predicted. And just want to relay that concern to you, pass that along to any people that you're in contact with. Let them know, the seriousness of this event. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I had trouble getting the Facebook and YouTube to do it at the same time, so did Facebook, and now we'll do YouTube. But feel free to send me questions. I don't really have a lot of time to answer a bunch of comments and things. The best time is tune in on the live and ask. It's really easy for me to check in on the right hand side and answer your questions. So but thank you guys for joining me. Really appreciate all your support. Have a great evening.